sit. Good. If you're ever not ready with a treat in the beginning to reward him for doing a command, see what I did? I said good and petted him. The only thing that was missing was good, the food. So that's actually what will happen more and more as you phase the food out, is more and more times you won't get a treat, but you'll still say good and pet him, and he'll almost think he got a treat. No. So I just wanted to throw that one in there. That's what you're working towards, doing that almost all the time. And then every day when you're out practicing or walking him, he'll just get 1 or 2 treats throughout the whole day instead of a treat every time like we're doing now in the beginning of the training. So if I'm going to release him, if we're walking and I want to release him to be free, I'm just going to have him sit, because everything starts and ends with a sit stay. So if I'm going to release him, I'm going to release him from a calm sit stay. I'm going to lean over with my right hand, pat his chest and say go, and he knows that he's free. And if I'm going to call him back to come to me, I'm just going to break it down so it's real simple and clear on just the mechanics of how to hold the leash and what to do when you're calling him back to come to you. So it's the same way every time. I hold the leash in my left hand. I have the reward in my right hand. I make a fist because you want him coming to this target where he can't see. When you phase the food out, he can't see that there's nothing in there. If you go like this to a half open hand or an open hand, he's going to see when you start to phase the food out. So always call him to this target. That way later on he'll come every time. He won't even notice there's no food in there, because you're going to make it a pleasurable experience for him to come to you. So we do have treats in here for now to really imprint that new behavior where he loves to come to this target. So if you're out and about and he won't go anywhere, if you want to practice this, which would be very common, he's going to spend more and more time around you once you're using this training and not pulling you around so much. You can toss a treat away from you to create a distraction, then you can call him back to come to you from that. So there you go. Come. See how he's coming to my right hand target? Good. My left hand grabs the leash, I step into him, sit. I have him sit. Okay, sit. So I'm going to do it one more time. Notice I called him when he was facing away from me. I never call him when he's staring at me, because that's not what's going to happen in real life. What will happen in real life is he's going to be lunging towards something, running to something, walking up to something that's gross that he wants to sniff or eat or something like that, and you want to be able to call him to you, and it needs to be like a reflex where he hears that command, he breaks away from whatever he's interested in and comes back to you. That's why we do it that way. So always call him, practice calling him away from something, not when he's staring at you. Even if he looks away from you, that's the time to call him to come to you. Go. So he's free again. I may have to toss another piece of food. I'll do that so he's distracted. Come. See how he's coming to my right hand target? Wherever you go, he'll come to this. Good. I just did that to illustrate how easy it is. And then your left hand is right there. Since the leash comes up by his right ear, when he comes to you, it's going to be on your left. That's why you want to grab it with your left like that. Step into him, sit, and he's back on the clock. So if you just do this move, he knows his move already. If you do that move, it'll trigger him to do this move. He knows it very well. And then you have him next to you, and you just switch the leash so that you're holding it in walking mode, and pat your leg and say, okay.